going on, everybody? Welcome to episode 13 of our Burr Youth Career Mode, and today we have got our first bit in the Champions League. We were just promoted via the playoffs last episode, and here we are in the championship, one step closer to the Premier League, of course, and a lot of tough teams in this division. We just snuck out of the last one, and we've got a lot to do, and as you can see, 7.7 million in transfer budget, and we're gonna have to find something to do with it, I feel. Let's take a look at our objectives for the year. Youth development: within 2 seasons, have at least one player from the youth academy signed in the first season, play at least 50% of games in the next season. That is a lot. We'll see if we can hit that. 7 million in earnings from shirt sales. I think we can hit that. Avoid relegation, which is a decent one to have. In 2 seasons, finish mid-table, and then round to 32 in the cup, and then within 2 seasons, increase the club worth by 50%. So we've moved on from our tough financial goals, and hopefully we can just survive here and move on and build a really good team here. Now what we're gonna do before we start is jump in and take a look at our squad first and see where we can improve. I'm thinking center back would be another one to have. Perhaps another winger, because these two have stopped growing really. Lang is still going strong, but another winger would be good. And then perhaps another midfielder if we are going to do it in that way. Xavier is 77 overall. He's coming along nicely, but we can go ahead and upgrade a little bit. So let's see who we're going to move forward here. We're going to try Bauer, keep him moving in the right direction. And then we'll try out Lang, keep him moving in the right direction. We'll try these. We do need goals, of course. Midfielder Moraes is still growing. I think we're gonna go ahead and... God, he's really growing up there. We'll try... Look, he's got some incredible stats here. 96 short pass, 89 stand tackle. Dribbling is the only thing he's not really good at. Look at the attack positioning as well. Finishing 94, 96 short pass. He has got some incredible attributes. Vision could be a little bit better, and so could long pass. So we'll try this out for midfield. We'll go to center back. Alvarez is coming along nice. We'll keep him going forward. We'll find him perhaps a partner. We'll see. And then goalkeeper, we're okay at. Lee is still got the ability to grow. I don't know if I want to hit Lee or Collins and lock down those positions for the really long time. We'll go with Collins for now, and we'll see what goes on going forward. But Moraes is really good. He's one of those players whose stats in the important departments outdo his overall a little bit. Alright, so let's see what we can find here. We'll see if we can... We'll just go searching. We'll see if we can steal a couple players. We'll try the Premier League for now. And we'll just do some scouting on some of these bigger teams. And what are we looking for? We're looking for a center back. No real players, so we're looking for any regions. Nothing here. Alright, nothing right there for Arsenal. We'll try the big teams, because the big teams don't play their players as much. We're just looking for anybody here. Just get some scout reports in. Who are you? I don't think I've ever heard of you. Ooh, there's one. Of course. We'll shortlist him. And then we'll see what we can do. Pulisic is here. It's only 22 in this save. I don't think we checked the defense. We did. Alright. We're starting to get a little bit on. This is our 3rd, 4th year. So eventually we're gonna have to find something in here. Got to start getting regens in these places at some point, otherwise nothing will grow, will it? Just the save in general, all around, won't grow without any regens. And once again, I did that thing. So goalkeeper and defense. No regens, okay. We're not finding too many, but we're obviously not going out of our way either to really see too much. We'll check the scout reports as well after this. Nothing in any of these teams really. We found the one at Chelsea, I think it was, and that was about it. Harry Wilson would be neat. You are going to be good, what I can tell. Nothing. We can just search. Screw it. We'll do it this way. Any, minimum, and then we'll do a max of 18. Premier League. And we'll try it this way. Here we go. We'll shortlist him. What are we looking at? Center back, shortlist. We'll just shortlist all these guys and then we'll make our way back to them. Couple here at Blackburn. And we'll see what happens when we eventually get our scouts into that position to get them going. We'll try this as well. Not scouting, it's just a lot of players. We're gonna have to change our scouting report thing up a little bit here. Transfer network. Area scouting. We'll get you manage scout. Set up a scouting network here. Need some different instructions as well. Promising. Attributes. First team quality. There we go. Alright, so we'll add first team quality to all these as well. And we'll see if we can grab anything here. And hopefully we can get a couple more, because that's kind of change this up a little bit. See if we can get a couple of more players in there that are really ready and ready to go. I know there are a lot of promising ones on here, which is the issue, but none of these, they all have the ability to grow, but nothing great. So I mean, if we can get first team quality on here, that would be absolutely awesome. We'll edit this instruction. I missed it. There it is. And we just we'll remove that instruction in general, but and then we'll check on a scout in a minute. Let's see if we can go to our transfer hub and try and get some of these scouts to do something here. Remove 20 years of age already. Let's get all these out of here. There we go. We want these ones down here. These are the ones we want scouted. Just recently joined the club. So a lot of these big teams are really not doing too much when it comes to these. These are all newer guys who have just been called up, so we'll hold off on that for a little bit. We may have to wait till January one more time before the scouts start bringing in some better quality on the scout reports, and that'll have to be that, which is, it's no big deal. It's just a bit annoying. Scouting youth players in this is a bit more of a challenge, I suppose, than really just getting out there and doing some other stuff. As well as we got to get past this first day. which is also always a bit of an issue. But hopefully, I think the way we're going to go about it, training-wise, we'll get all of our really good players to a point where they can be first-team starters in the Premier League, which some of them can. Morales can get close rather quickly. And then, you know, we'll see what we can do from there. Got some other players in there. Bauer, possibly. But it'll have to get up to that point. Mayer has left the club. It is what it is with Mayer. And we are starting to get better youth scouts. We can actually take a look and see if we can get a better youth scout as well. Taylor Morris like to play. Budget increase. Not too worried about the budgets at the moment. Let's see, youth staff. We're gonna have to change this up a little bit. We'll fire you. I know. I'm so sorry, buddy. Been around a while, but we're looking for... Yes, perfect. Exactly what we're looking for. Alright, so let's get some of these out here. Set up scouting network. We'll go to Africa. Try Egypt. Why not? Any will do, right? Any. Set up one. Gotta keep one in England, don't we? And then Jordan Robinson can set up a scouting network. Let's try Mexico. And we'll try and find something there. Alright, they're all ready to roll, and the budget has actually been changed because we did take a decent amount out for the scout, which I'd rather have the scout than the player, perhaps, for the time being, because I think we can survive here. I really do. And hopefully we can get a little bit of that money back with this little tournament here. Heidenheim, our first opponents, and a 2-1 victory. Carter getting sent off in a friendly, which is great. Just what we needed. Yes, Morris. Upset he couldn't play. Let's get some more training going. We have to remember these are the players here. Bauer, Lang, Morales, Alvarez, and Collins. We have to remember they are the players in that training thing, because that always gets mixed up, and players just up and disappear off of that sometimes for no reason. I know when they're injured they can't train, but a lot of them just up and disappear off that, which is absolutely ridiculous. Isaac Carter. No. Auto replace. We got Blackburn in our group here, which is a league above us, because we were in the Premier League looking, and we beat them 2-0. We'll definitely take that. We'll definitely take that. Maybe we are a little bit better than we possibly figured we could be. All we have to do is avoid relegation. They're a Premier League team. They went up, I assume, in the last 2 years, so we'll see, as we went right through that group and right into the semifinals, which is awesome. We're gonna get some money out of that. Morales getting some extra work in there. He's gonna be so good, this Morales. He's gonna be well-rounded, like all over the place rounded. He's gonna be able to do anything you want him to do. His defending stats are good, his attacking stats are good, his finishing stats are pretty good. Ooh, I want $2 million for the backup goalie, but no. No chance. Alright, Brest in the semifinals. Not feeling up to it. I don't already. Well, it is a lot of games quickly in preseason, but no chance. Though we should be careful with Collins, to be fair, because he does get injured quite frequently, so we got to be careful with him. He's gonna be upset. I'm exhausted, I know, pal. A little bit more money into the final against Heidenheim, who we beat already. So let's beat them a second time and get this tournament money right here. LA Galaxy want Kelly? No. Let's see, Heidenheim here. Sim match. Rosenborg, they beat Blackburn. And we beat them on pens. We'll take that. Morales and Marto scoring in the same minute there pretty much, 71 and 72. And we win the preseason tournament, which is pretty awesome, not gonna lie. I didn't think we'd be that good, especially some of the teams in there. But I didn't think we'd be better than Brest, I suppose, and Blackburn I definitely didn't think. But we did, and up we go. Getting that extra money into the transfer budget for when eventually we get some stuff on our scouting report. Let's take a look at that firstly. Can I get rid of these instructions? No. Just want to look at, yeah, see, this is what I'm talking about. We'll get rid of some of these. Remove. If we can remove, I'm going to just start fresh and see what they end up showing us when it comes. I don't think any of these players are good enough anyway, as of right now, to jump into the team. They are also in different leagues, but they are just youth players, so I'm not too worried about it. There we go, and we'll empty these last couple. Got 23 and 30, really? Just empty. There we go. Joseph Willock, Andre Dozel. Why are there still 11 here? That's weird. Okay, so we emptied that up, and we'll see what happens with the scout reports when they come back. It's always on first team quality, so we'll always have to go in and actually check that, and we'll see what comes along. A £10 million bid from River Plate for Bauer. I do like those high bids. I like the idea of those high bids. I really do. Eduardo Rossi is... Yes, you can go on loan. That's no problem. Probably will reject it, but it is what it is with some of these players. And we have to be wary of contracts coming soon enough as well. Find all you can in Brazil. We'll try a different place. We'll go to Spain. Found all he could in Brazil. What just happened? There are plenty of... I did 16 to 18. I really could have did 16 to 19, I suppose. Rossi has been loaned out. Wow, he actually went. We can go change some of them up to 19, can't we? Some of these players are 19 or 20 already, but 24. See, what is this? Cancel, cancel. Instructions. Edit instruction. Ah, see, this is... Alright, hold up. We'll try 19. Back out of there, make sure it worked. Edit instruction. Alright, 16 to 19. We'll have to go ahead and do that. Get rid of you. Down to 19. And then every year, I guess we'll up it as we go forward, because there'll be an extra year of players in there. Edit instruction all the way down. And that way, we'll always have every youth player in the database pretty much as it goes up. What are we looking at? Promising. And first team player. It's not anywhere. First team quality. Down to 19. I'm glad we caught that early and we went and looked. I'm really glad we went and looked. Otherwise, that would have been another waste. And that's my fault for not really doing too much with it. But I guess the first couple of years we weren't going to find anything down there anyway for what we were looking for, I feel like. Because most of those really good players would have been popping into first teams and would have been difficult to pry away. But it is. But today, we are going to, we have our first game in a week, as you can see, but today we're going to go to the end of September. This game here against Ipswich, I suppose. And hopefully we are doing well enough that keeps us up. But our first game is against Southampton, which is one heck of a introduction into this league, isn't it? Not what we exactly needed. As Moraes goes up again. Alvarez is coming along. Collins is almost up as well. I'm not sure if this is the way to go about it, but this is the way we're going to attempt to go about it with our training. I mean, we really could do one where we train one player in every slot we could. And frankly, try it that way, but it'll have to be what it'll have to be. We're going to try this one out. Southampton. First game of the season at the end of July. Pretty early, but there are an extra couple of games in the Championship. Then there are in the Premier League. And here we go, our first game. We're going to let this first game run. This video is probably going to be a little bit longer than the normal ones, as we've taken the lead here against Southampton at home. Moraes with the goal. God, he's so good. He's going to be absurd. Can we hold off this Southampton side? Lamina does grab the goal. There's some good players in here. Moreno, Ward-Prowse, Lamina are good players for what we would consider good. And a 1-1 draw. First day in the Championship against Southampton. Not bad. I will definitely take it. We're only trying to avoid relegation, remember. That is a pretty good result on opening day. It really is. And we were the first teams to play as well. Use squad monthly report. Transfer offer for Hill. Let's see if we can get rid of some of these if need be. You can go. You can go. You were in an accident, I assume. Time to go. Some of these players are not going to cut it anymore. We'll just hold off. See, I really want to get rid of him as well, but we'll hold off because while they may not cut it eventually, some of those players may get good enough in there just to pull out and bring toward the bench, but we'll have to see on that. His vision is flying up. Everything looking very good indeed. We can get out of August, and this should fly by a little bit. We got the transfer window, of course, but until some things come in that we can look at, we'll have to see as our scouting report comes in. Our second game of the year is against Swansea, which is a tough start for a newly promoted team, which seems to happen quite a bit in the Premier League especially. It seems Chelsea every year end up with like a newly promoted team in their first like 2 or 3 games. They get their newly promoted games out of the way. Nothing from Mexico. England 17, no. He's 16, but we'll move on. We don't need 100% need too much at the moment. So nothing in their first scout update, which is not what we needed, but we got Swansea here. Let's see if we can grab a point here as well. I'll take a point here. They've beaten Preston on opening day. And a 0-0. No subs, no nothing. We'll take it. Another point on the board after playing Swansea and Southampton. That's some pretty good points right there. It really is. It really is. Everything's moving along nicely here. Collins is getting up there a little bit. Alvarez we would like to get really good as well. We've got a early cup game here. First round of the EFL Cup. I despise how this cup takes a different name every time. It's the Carabao Cup now. EFL in the game. It is what it is. A 13.3 million offer for Bauer. Jesus, that is a lot of money. A lot of money for good old Bauer. Alright, QPR at home in the cup. They've had a tough start to the year. 2 losses to Villa and Forest. And a loss to us now as we move forward in the Carabao Cup at the expense of Queen's Park Rangers. We've had a good start to the season, considering the opponents we've played. I'll definitely take it. We get Burnley next. This is a really tough start for a newly promoted team. We got Burnley and then Birmingham. This is tough. Definitely tough. Alright, here we go. Burnley. Let's grab something here, folks. Well, hopefully we can avoid what we had last year with the absurd injuries. A 1-1. Not bad again, though Carter has been carded off as soon as I said the injury thing. Got a center back carded off. God, I hope that's not serious. 2 months. We're off to a good start, injury-wise, as soon as I said that. That is 100% my fault, isn't it? And Perez is not awful. Though I don't have really anything else after that, so we'll have to make sure Perez is good to roll. I could move Silvestre inside, but we'll roll with Perez for now. He needs the experience. He needs to get a little bit better to be in that backup role. And that will definitely be a spot we... ignore my cat. That'll be the spot we definitely move forward in the transfer window when it comes around. Alright, up to Birmingham. Go on, buddy. Go on. There you go. Okay, Birmingham here. A game against a not so incredibly tough opponent, though we have Stoke coming soon too as well, which is absurd. Alright, Birmingham. We are away from home. They've started pretty well. Everyone we've played has beaten Preston. And a 1-1. So 4 games, 4 draws in the league, which is pretty wild. We'll accept it for now, though a bit further down the table we tend to go there when we keep drawing. Of course, they keep putting points on the board, which is exactly what we need. We got Stoke here, though, at home. Maybe we can grab something here. They've beaten Preston as well. Everybody's beaten Preston. And we have been beaten finally. A missed penalty in there to make it 2-2 for Moraes. Not great. And then we were beaten 3-1. So our first loss of the season. Comes the 5th game in, which is not too bad. Our second round in this tournament will be against Charlton, the team we could beat, a team who was promoted to the championship today. They beat Sunderland after that incredible own goal. If you haven't seen the own goal, you should go watch it, but they did win it with the last kick of the game pretty much, and not bad. Nobody's going anywhere. Find some of these scouts already bringing things back. We'll go on deadline day and check. We'll wait for a couple more scouts to come in. And already Collins is not feeling up to it. And he is becoming a bit of a pain already, dude. I'm just going to put Morris in. And we'll see what happens. But that is already a pain. It really is. That is some annoying stuff there. And I said first team quality. See, here's the issue with this transfer thing at the moment. He found 6. We'll have all of these players scouted. I don't need goalkeepers though. And 3 of them are goalkeepers. We'll see what these look like at here. Though I think I got rid of that guy on accident. These are all supposed to be first team level, right? Trying to get the scouts in on here. Those are proper players, some of them. A left back would be good as well, because our left back's not going to grow a ton at the moment. Center back. 3 center backs. Hopefully the scout reports come in pretty quickly on here. We'll take another midfielder as well. Why not? And we'll get some scout reports in, and hopefully we can get some players in as well. We definitely need a center back. We have a little bit of money to play with. 4 or 5 million. 5 or 6 million actually it should be. So we'll see. So we get Charlton here, and we lose 5-4 on penalties. That is a set of games out. I'm not too worried, I suppose, but I would have liked to beat Charlton at home. Is something I would have liked. And we got Norwich next, which is a tough one as well. Where's Reese? Get him out of there. That isn't... It's not a great omen, of course. It's not that big of a deal. Everyone is obviously not fit. We have a ton of games, and I can't rest these players all the time for the way this series is. I don't want to jump in and move players out every single time just so that they're fit, and we're not exactly incredibly deep, so it's kind of a lot. And we got Norwich, so hopefully we can do something. Pookie with 4 goals already in this season, away from home, and we're sneaking toward the bottom there. They've lost to Preston, Norwich, and we got another draw. Lee's been sent off. Some missed opportunities I feel in here, a couple here and there. Lee will have to sit out the next game, but we are in 19th. 6 games, 5 points. We need a win. I know we keep rolling along and getting little points here and there against some good teams, to be fair, but we do need a win in here somewhere. Perez, no thank you. Suspensions, everything. It'll have to wait, won't it? And we're going to skip through deadline day unless scout reports come in, which I doubt because we just asked for them, so I don't think scout reports will come in. But we'll be able to do transfers throughout, assuming that's we get the things in. Lautaro Martinez to Liverpool. If you're not watching my West Ham career mode on the off days of this, go watch it. He is our proper striker now at West Ham. Him and Arnautovic. No. Nobody goes nowhere on deadline day. We are incredibly thin as of this moment in time. A 5 million offer for Collins. Collins is there too. He's just out too many games, which is really annoying. He gets injured a lot, and then he already asking for rests. It's a bit of a pain, it really is. They're gonna move through the rest of this deadline day without anything major. We'll have to see what contracts come along too in January, and perhaps it'll be nothing crazy, but I believe this is the year where everyone's gonna start picking up contracts or looking for contracts, so hopefully we can avoid too much when it comes to wages. But we'll have to move forward. That's no big deal. Alright, so forward we go into September. Youth squad monthly report, training injury, will leave, broken metatarsal, out 5 weeks. Great. I'm just gonna move McFadzean out there. He's also suspended, but I guess he'll miss the suspension, won't he? Ugh, aggravating. I've got nobody left on the defensive line. These guys are just gonna have to carry through until some people come back. Not great. I think Fadzean's not a bad backup. We got a manager reward. What were we manager of the month for that month? I mean, I guess 1 defeat and 6, but that would have been a strange one. Alright. Monthly scouting reports coming in. This video is getting a little bit long, so we're going to hold off on those until next time. And we'll just get rid of them, and the players will sit in there unless somebody gets taken away. It's no big deal. Right? Yes, we'll just hold off on that. Alright, forward we go. We're looking at the scouting reports as well, will be the ones we like. At the end of this month here will be the end of the episode anyway, so only a couple more games, and the scouting reports have come in. Let's sim this game. We'll see if any of the center backs Come along, Halt. Lang has been sent off in the first minute, and we drew 2-2. We took the lead twice, and they hit back immediately both times. Can we stop getting sent off? We gotta be doing better than that in situations like that, boys. Come on. Moraes here. Doing well. 77 overall. He is flying. We're gonna keep moving him up as well. Alright, so let's check some of these. Suspension's over. Player suspended. Let's go. Oh, I can't really tell if any are center backs. We'll check those out next time because we have all the first half of the season really till January, of 3 months before we can really bring anyone in. So we have time to take a look at everybody as we beat Millwall, which is nice. We finally get ourselves a win on the board. We're up to 13th after 8 games. With some teams have games in hand, but that is some nice stuff. Stop. Everyone's always complaining. Leave me alone. Alright, let's go forward. Bennett, though, has fallen far way behind because he isn't getting that time. And let's see if we can beat Rotherham. They've lost to Preston. Everybody's just dealing with Preston as another win comes in. A late winner, 83rd minute. And we grab another victory, and we are finally getting some points on the board in a good spot. We were supposed to just avoid relegation, so good start to the season. That's what we want. And forward we go, and this will be the last game of the episode, I believe, with Ipswich here. Let's sim this match and get this going. They've lost to Preston, but they beat Huddersfield and Barnsley in their last 3. And they beat us 1-0. A lot of 1-0s in there. The last 4 games are 1-0s, but we get beat, guys. And we're going to do some training, and that'll be the end of the episode, folks. Stay tuned. Next time, we'll do some transfer stuff and hopefully get some players in as well. But that is going to be the end of this episode. I hope you folks have enjoyed it. Stay tuned for more. And peace.